In 1998, the Kansas Farm Bureau Association Board of Directors voted to create the Kansas Farm Bureau Foundation for Ag. The primary purpose of that was to support and grow and enhance agriculture education. And that education can take a lot of different forms. Getting the children out on the farm so they can see firsthand is a critical part of it. But also, that American consumer, the adult consumer, and primarily that young mother who makes most of the food buying decisions for her family, is a person who needs to have an understanding of American agriculture.
One of the things that we've realized is that we've done a lot of good work in 15 years. We really have. When you think we've distributed nearly or over $500,000 in scholarships and grants, that's tremendous. The downside of that is a lot of people don't know it. Our members and our organization should be very proud of what we've accomplished. These dollars have gone to support scholarships for students who want to go to the university and major in agriculture and all facets of agriculture. It's gone to vocational technical schools where important trades, whether they be diesel mechanics or whatever, they learn those trades and then come back into those rural communities to help support the farming and ranching.
I've been around agriculture all of my life, so for me it was only natural to get a degree in ag. It was important for me to apply for a Farm Bureau scholarship because I know that they are really involved in promoting agriculture, and I feel the same way, so I figured that they would help me reach my goals, and I hope that one day I can come back and maybe be a donor to the scholarships and give back like Farm Bureau has.
My favorite activities in the ag education area, and a lot of grants are requested to provide day at the farm kinds of activities where children and teachers are given the opportunity to go out on the farm and really learn about what goes on a farm or a ranch. And we actively engage with providing scholarships for summer courses for teachers to learn more about agriculture. We support several different opportunities with them to get appropriate agriculture-related books into their classroom. One of the things that has pleased me a great deal, the success of the Cayley Ag books. We started the Cayley Ag books because we sensed a need. A week ago, we went over 30,000 books sold. We now have 5 books. Individual books. We have the hardcover book that was just out this year. It wouldn't have started without the support of the foundation, and so the foundation was really important and continues today to be important as they provide grants for the books and other ways support the book series.
Kansas Farm Bureau has been around for not quite 100 years yet. Much of that time, we have advocated in front of the state legislature, in front of the U.S. Congress, all the way down to local government entities. We've advocated what you would say legislatively on behalf of our members. We started to see a huge influx in the amount of rules and regulations and directives and laws, and then attacks from extremist groups that quite simply don't like what we do for a living. And so it became pretty evident that we needed a way to fund a legal response to these actions. And the obvious response was, let's create a legal foundation housed here at Kansas Farm Bureau to advocate on behalf of our members.
Litigation is expensive. There's no way to get around it. And so having an adequately funded legal foundation is important for us as an organization. unless we have those resources, whether it's just contributing to a case. There have been any number of cases at the national level that have potentially precedent-setting nature here at home. We've contributed dollars to those cases, and so having a fund that exists, think of it as a war chest, that we would be ready to pursue action when the time is right is critical and very important for our membership. Seminars about estate planning or leasing or wind development or oil and gas development, all of those kinds of things, or even our assistance through the Legal Foundation on local government issues, planning and zoning, are incredibly valuable. They're resources or they're opportunities for folks to learn about and understand how to impact an issue on their own, or just to look for the red flags that come in any kind of issue. How do you read a 15-page oil and gas lease in a way that you can flag the issues on your own as a landowner? Our members aren't getting any younger to a large extent, although we've got a new, great, energetic young crop of young producers who are coming into the organization. But as that transition happens from one generation to the next, doing that in a way that's successful inside of a family, inside of an operation is an important component of how it's done. And one of the things that we can do is provide them with some basic knowledge, some basic tools, basic information about what are the options for estate planning. How do you transition the farm or the ranch from one generation to the next generation, and how do you do that in a way that best positions you from a tax perspective, from a legal perspective, from a liability perspective, and then from just a transition of wealth kind of component. So it's really important for us to provide that service and that information.
My great-grandfather settled here in the Bucyrus area, southern Johnson County, northern Miami County in the early 1900s. My dad and my three brothers and myself operate around 10,000 acres of row crops and wheat. Like any other farmer or farm family, we're so gracious when we have something to harvest. And I think we kind of know what it's like to not have something in a 2 or 3 years where times are tough. We know we've been there, as any farm family has been, and when you have good times, you like to share that with others, and so that's part of the reason why we like to share what we have. The Gift of Grain program is very simple. You just simply go to the elevator and specify how many bushels you want to go to the specific organization. I think as anything goes, you got to invest in your youth, and the foundation is a way that the Farm Bureau and our rural community invests in our youth to make sure that we have a strong, rural, and vibrant community for the future.
The foundations at Kansas Farm Bureau create a great opportunity to leverage resources. Any gift, no matter how big or small, is pooled together with the gifts of our members across the state. And in doing that, we gain the ability to create a pool of money that's significant to invest in the lives of students who are seeking careers in agriculture, to support programs on a broad scale across the state. So it's a great way to leverage dollars and to multiply them on behalf of agriculture and the entire industry that provides a livelihood to you and your family.